Hi everybody. Okay, video 3. Today's theme is 90s TV, teen 90s teen TV shows. I'm starting with My So-Called Life. It aired from 1994 to 1995. It only lasted one season, 19 episodes. And that was kind of sad because you kind of wanted to see where it was going to lead, but it got canceled because nobody was watching it. Okay, so the stars are uh, Claire Danes, Jared Leto before he became a rock star, and Devin Odessa and Wilson Cruz, and I think Devin Gummersall. He played Brian, and then the parents were Bess Armstrong and Tom Irwin. Okay, so it centers on high school and the life and social life of this main teenager, Angela Chase, played by Claire Danes. Now, this was back when Claire Danes was a redhead, so she looks different today. She has blonde hair. Um, so anyway, okay. Um, okay, so it focused on her and her boyfriend or her crush, Jordan Catalano, Jared Leto, which is very ironic because Jared Leto already looked like a rock star and all the teenage girls wanted him, whatever. So the fact that this girl got to be, that was her boyfriend or wanted boyfriend, we could all relate to. Um, all right, and then there was the girlfriend, Devin Odessa, who they shared everything, obviously. And then the gay best friend. And then the other friend who was kind of like, I guess you would say the nerd, but not really the nerd, just like another friend, but he always wanted her too, but there was no romantic connection. And then the parents were in the background. And um, like I said, it didn't really get off because by the time you got invested in it, it was already gone. So, but it did depict, in my mind, depict teenage life differently than it had been done before. Because even going back to like my example is Doogie Howser, MD. Okay, with Neil Patrick Harris and the other guy who's his best friend, and the parents. Okay, the parents had more say so as to what Doogie did. Now, Doogie Howser was younger than him, younger than uh, the girl. I think Claire Danes or the character was supposed to be 15, 16 years old, and Doogie Howser was, I mean, just turned 16 the day of and going for his driver's license, but you could tell he was just younger because he was really smart, but just hadn't seen a lot of life yet. So his parents kind of tried to tell him what to do, and they did for the most part. But he did get out on his own eventually. Um, but anyway, okay, so this story focuses on like I said, a teenage girl and her friend and what they go through and the fact that they don't have anybody else but each other to rely on, and that as much as you want your friends to be your guiding, you need some actual adult guiding. So it was just kind of weird to see a bunch of teenagers with minimal uh, involvement from the parents. So, but it gave Claire Danes a start, and Claire Danes actually, from then on, she went on to do the role of Romeo and Juliet, the movie version, directed by Baz Luhrmann. And that was groundbreaking in itself because you didn't see um, like Shakespeare done in a way that teenagers could understand it and really feel what the characters are feeling. And I also believe that role, Romeo and Juliet, were both launching pads for Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Claire Danes has done a lot more stuff, obviously. Her latest series, I think, is Homeland, but she was also in The Family Stone, which I'm about to do another video just on that movie. So, wait a minute. But Bess Armstrong, she played the wife and mother in some other movies and stuff. And she's probably done other stuff. I'm just not aware of it. Devin Gummersall, I've seen him. He was on Felicity for a couple episodes, and I did a video on Felicity before. And Wilson Cruz, I've seen him in a couple places. So they did kind of do other things after the series. But the most famous and the most, I would say the most successful as far as roles would be Claire Danes and Bess Armstrong. Because Tom Irwin did another movie, which I'm familiar with. I'm thinking about doing a video on that one. It's called When Husbands Cheat. And he plays the husband who cheated on Bess Armstrong, actually. Because she played his wife, Amanda. And then Cheryl Ladd. It's just, I have a bunch of connections to everybody, so I'll explain in another video. I'll actually do another video before the video about the Family Stone and explain all the connections I know of. Alright, bye guys.